pick up a package from the local post office and driving to the office now. I just was wondering that maybe it would make sense to start a live. I had one on Tuesday, I think, and I was planning on having two today. So one here random during the afternoon, and then maybe one around 5 o'clock my time, which would be, I guess, I don't know if it's ideal. That would be 7 a.m. Pacific. What? 5, hold on now. Yeah, 10 a.m. East Coast, and then even people in China or Asia would be available to join. So anyhow, let's see if anybody's willing to play ball with me. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna start the car and get going, driving to the office actually. So driving to the office. It's been raining last, I don't know, 5-6 hours, so it's pretty. Summer is about to. I hope it's not coming to an end, but it definitely looks. It's fucking end of August. But yeah, it's still almost 20 degrees Celsius, so that's like 70 Fahrenheit. But yeah, so just it's a 5-minute drive to my office, and then what I need to do today is that I need to prep for my next video on Saturday. Well, welcome to my life. It's about prep, it's about recording, it's about having client meetings, and that's pretty much all I do right now. And other than that, just trying to get better every day, understanding the morning what's today's signal, and then just doing that. Signal means what's relevant. I copied this terminology about signal versus noise from, I think it's originally from Steve Jobs, and I was watching this interview or listening to this podcast where Steve Bartlett, the guy who hosts the Diary of a CEO podcast on YouTube, he's got like crazy 11 or 12 million subscribers. He's a great guy. I like his interviews a lot. But anyhow, he was interviewing Kevin O'Leary. Any of you, if you know Shark Tank in the US, so he's one of the original investors in Shark Tank. And Kevin was talking about how Steve Jobs used to be the kind of guy who was exceptionally good at understanding what was his signal. And then he was able to concentrate on that and just ignore everything else in life. And I've been talking about the same thing in the past, but obviously not using the same terms. To me, it's been all about focus and what's relevant, what's irrelevant. And it kind of hit me big time when I was watching that interview. And I kind of understood that what we go through in life is pretty much the biggest problem is that there's just so much information, there's so much noise, there's so many opinions, everybody's trying to tell you what to do, and understanding what truly is relevant in your life is one of the most important skills that you can have to grow personally, grow your business, or make more money, whatever you want to do. And that's one of the reasons why every day when I start my day, I ask myself, what's today's signal? What is it that I need to do today? And usually it's one or two things, and then everything else is just noise. And that's how I try to live my life. Asking myself, what is it that moves the ball forward the most today? And then just put all my efforts into that. But to each his own. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah. What day is today? Thursday. I'm going to drive to the office and I'll start doing some prep for my next video, which I'm recording on Saturday. The change I made over the last 2 or 3 videos was that now I don't just pause or do several takes. In the past, if I had a 10-minute video, I used to record it in, I don't know, 4, 5, even 6 sections, really trying to kind of like deliver everything in a perfect way. And of course, nobody's perfect, but the more I think about it, the more I want to be raw, behind the scenes, natural, real. And I think doing it in a way where you actually try to deliver that whole 10-minute thing at one go. I think it's feel there's a better flow, and I don't mind the mistakes, so to say, when it comes to, I don't know, stumbling with your words and stuff like that. But so that's what I've been doing with the last two videos. Like I said, one's going to be released today, and then the next one is again, well, that's Sunday, but I record on Saturday, and then my content guy needs 24 hours to be able to put it together, package it. But that's pretty much it. So try to get better all the time, and the more I do this, the more I realize how much work really goes into preparation, the hours and the reps and the rehearsal and the whatever training you want to call it, just trying to get better and prepare for the actual recording session. It has a direct correlation with the end result. Obviously, I mean, it's a no-brainer, but it's really hard when you're trying to do like several videos a week and then just kind of nail all of them. And of course, not every video is going to do well, and I'm definitely going through a slump right now because I just repositioned my channel, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago, just to talk about real estate only. And my vanity metrics are down, and overall my metrics are down, but I think it's the right strategy going forward in the long term. But time will tell. And like I say many times, dealing with uncertainty is one of the most important things. So I don't know what's going to happen, but the better I can handle that uncertainty, the better off I'm going to be, because then I don't worry about something that I can't control. And ultimately, I think I'm going to be happier. That's what it boils down to. Just think how good you truly are in the end. And then, what the fuck's going on with this guy here? This is my office. Look at this office building. It's the freaking most ridiculous thing ever. Yeah, I know. Nothing fancy. I pay $250 a month for this office that I have. It's a good price. It's a pretty roomy office. There's enough space for me, actually more than I need. But now I just need to think, because I don't want to get a parking ticket here. I don't want to get a parking ticket, so I need to set the start time for my parking while I go grab my stuff. What do I need? My keys, my laptop, my drink. Okay, bear with me. Bear with me while I go. Let's go. Let's go. It's a lot of new construction going on here. So, new apartment buildings being built. So, there's a big contrast. So, see over there, I mean, big new apartment buildings, and then this side of the street is just like this crappy old industrial whatever / office park. This is all going to be redone. They have rezoning going on here in the area, so they're going to redo this. But now in the meantime, until the foreseeable future, maybe the next couple of years, it's going to look like shit still. I don't care. I'm not involved with this build. I once flipped an apartment building, actually rights to an apartment building in a nearby city here. That's the only exposure that I have had to building like larger projects. Most of mine have been townhomes, single family homes, condos and stuff like that. I think the most I've done as far as units go is 21 units has been my biggest project. Okay, so let's kind of running out of hands here, but let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Fancy piece of art in the hallway.
Good stuff. Great stuff. That's where we came from. Yeah, this is all good. I just gotta unlock the door. Put this shit down for a little bit. Grab my key. I'm gonna flip the camera. Oh, and the lights. Lights are in the hallway. Don't ask me why. That's crazy, man. Here. 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 Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's all good. Let's lock the door, close the door. Yeah, I don't know if this was a good idea to start the, well, good idea and good idea. I mean, who's going to tell me there are no good or bad ideas? There are just ideas. Let's see what I got. Let's see what I got. The package. This is how simple I am.